Morning all, Monday morning, something a little bit different to start the day. I'm out walking some winter wheats with one of our agronomists, Fergus Hawkins. He works for Hutchinson's. He walks around 500 odd acres for us. So we're just looking at some winter wheats today. We've got a variety of drill dates and varieties of wheat to look at. So just a little update on how they're getting on. I know some of you won't be as interested in the state of the crop at the moment, and some of you will be interested, but just an update of where we are. We've got a Monday morning crop walk looking at the winter wheats with Fergus Hawkins of Hutchinson's. He's just told me this isn't the best field to start recording on, but I've told him we've got to show it all. This is a field of Champion, I believe, drilled in November. Probably our worst looking field at the moment. I'll take you back through some Beowulf shortly, which looks a lot happier. That was drilled in September. Hopefully this afternoon I'll be able to show you a bit more machinery rather than crop walking, but this might be of interest to some of you. So now on that same block, we're looking at some Beowulf. This was drilled with the Horsch focus in late September. So we've got two fields of it here, then we've got this field here, and this field here, and then one below. And yeah, as you can see, this is pushing on nicely. There's a few wild oats, a few broadleaf weeds to control, but all in all, it looks pretty good. Well done. So this field is just the other side of the hill from the first video you saw, that Champion that was drilled with the power harrow drill. This went in with the focus, and you can see the difference. It's up, it's a lot more showy, a lot more tillers, looking very good. Again, kind of mid-ish November it went in. So we're in the next block now, 50 acres, just above Barnstable. This is Beowulf again. This was drilled with the Horsch focus very late September, straight into maize stubble. And yeah, this is really pushing on now. Very happy with what it's looking like. So yeah, that's a 50-acre block of Beowulf, looking very good. To be fair, it's looking great. Just wanted to point this out for you, just to keep George happy. That was the first apicide back in probably November. Hit a bit of a wet patch up there, and we bailed out. He'll be so glad that I pointed that out to you, but got to take the rough with the smooth. So just up here above the Tor estuary, this field's an interesting one. It went in very late, but it's the variety here is Redwald, which is extremely high yielding. Agronomist nightmare because it doesn't want to stand up. So we've just tried it in one field for this year. We've probably ended up, it's gone in a bit deep. The seed bed was so fine, it's gone in quite deep. It is up, it is in the row. There's not loads of plants there at the moment, but it does tiller well, so hopefully at least this bottom half of the field will start to turn and give us some results. But if you compare it to the top half of the field, it's sat wet where the power harrow, it's sat in a pan underneath the power harrow, sat wet, and the crops there's not a lot of plants there. So we're just debating whether or not to sacrifice the top bit of the field and put some maize in the spring for the top 60 meters or so of the field. To give you a comparison to the Redwald, this went in the same day. This is Extase. It went in the same day with the focus drill. You can see the right drilling depth and the focus being able to leave a drier soil behind it has left the crop looking much happier. But we'll keep checking the Redwald through the season and see how it comes on, because it is meant to be a very forward crop. So, but yeah, there's a comparison. This is same day drilling, different variety, different drill, and that's what we're left with. So that's the winter wheat that we've got up in Braunton, Barnstable area, all done for today. Haven't found anything too concerning, just a little bit of wild oats, some broadleaf weeds, nothing that we can't take care of. So we've got those weed control plans to come later today from Fergus, ready to be sprayed probably in 10 days to 2 weeks time. Yeah, all looks quite good. We've obviously got 1 or 2 fields that are a bit more problematic than the others, but a lot of that's due to conditions when it was drilled, and the drill that we're using, it's not performed as we wanted. But we'll see how the season goes, see how it picks up. Like we say, we've got the right varieties in there to overcome it, so we'll see how it goes. I know that Redwald field will be quite interesting to see how that goes, see how the bottom half of it at least picks up, and because it's meant to fly out the ground, yeah, it's meant to be quite a task to keep it standing. So we'll see how it goes, and I'll keep you posted as and when in the coming months we're out again. Just got back to base. George is just making a little modification to the sprayer. He's got his tube in here just to carry his pipe work in, so he can keep it nice and tidy, not lose it, not drop it out anywhere in the field, making his life easier for the spray season ahead. The Joskin has returned home. It's been away. We've sent back to Joskin to have some work done on the chassis, some warranty work, which has all been sorted now. It's been delivered back by buglers. We'll get it parked up. Getting it back in to its rightful place. Doesn't look quite the same behind a New Holland. I think you'll all agree. A little Will Hammond update. He's now having to fix this because he's just taken it off and dropped it on the floor and split it. So he's had to ask Andrew to help him mend it so that no one knows. But now everyone knows. So that's Will Hammond, just to clarify. A little name update. Will Hammond will now be referred to as Olive. That's his endearing nickname we have for him. He's happy letting Andrew fix today's mishap while he holds the torch. Just up, checking the beet harvester, making sure it's going to be good to go in the morning, because the plant have just told us they're out of beet a day or two early, which surprised us a bit, but we'll get a load washed in the morning, get them back feeding again. George has just been greasing up his boom on the sprayer. He's just discovered a block grease nipple, so they've just cleared that so that it will take some grease. When you've got 36 metre boom length, you've got quite a lot of grease nipples to get through when you're on your checks. So he's sorted that problem. Just going to fold that one back up now. That'll be that for today's video. Done a few little maintenance jobs around the yard. Sorted a few things on the slurry pump. Done a bit of modifications on the sprayer. We've had Jamie and Tony out today harvesting beet / fixing the beet washer because we've had a couple issues with it over the weekend. So tomorrow we'll be digging a bit more beet, washing some beet at the plant for them to feed, and yeah, we'll see what else goes on in the morning. Thank you for watching. Not as interesting today for those of you that are watching for the machinery, but if you were interested in terms of the crops we've got in the ground, a little bit of insight. And yeah, if you like the videos, like and subscribe, share them around, and thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow.